All right, there are some very nice people in this video right now. Shout out to all my brothers. Shout out to my Aussie brothers. I can feel your fucking muscular dystrophy from here, bro. I can feel the bags under your eyes from here, boys. But that's all right. We'll get it all off our chest today. Ciao ragazzi, my name is Anthony. You are tuned into Inter Worldwide. And yes, I didn't do a match reaction straight after the game because I probably would have jeopardized the integrity of every platform that I am on. But it's okay because we're slightly calmer. And I'm sure after catching up on just a little bit of sleep, I'll be even more calm. But I got a little bit of time off work. It's lunchtime at school, or recess as they call it. So let's jam. Let's jam 12 people in the chat right now, including my OG, my numero uno, Uncle Shama. Bro, you are so calm and collected, man. I caught you after the game. I had to. You know, you're like a lullaby for someone with insomnia, man. And I could tell that you were trying to justify it, my G. And this comment reflects that. And we'll go into all the little things. But yes, brick freeze. Oh, my God. Dumb fries with extra chicken salt, man. It's not doing the ting so far. It's not doing the ting. Like the video, share it on all platforms. Let's give Inter Worldwide a little bit of a boost. I apologize for the lack in content a little bit recently, but let's do it, man. Let's just do it. Hello, brother. Serie-A is in decline. Bruv, the Dutch league gets more viewers than us, man. The Dutch league. Nothing against the Eredivisie. It's the only European league I've gone to watch live. I've been to an Ajax game and a Feyenoord Rotterdam game. And the Feyenoord Rotterdam game was epic. So was the little rave club that they've got underneath the stadium after the game, especially if Feyenoord get a win. Goes off. Matt says VAR should not be overruling for something so soft. Getting to that focal point of this video. Bruno says VAR made the right call. They did make the right call if they were within the jurisdiction to butt in and make the call. Crackheads. Don't need the great pack luck. Look, man, my expectations for this season, if you were to put a gun to my head at the start of the season, I would have said Scudetto run, secure top 4 comfortably. We can do that because today we were the better side. So let's just go straight into the game right now because I don't have all the time in the world. If you're one of the 15 people that's taken time somewhere in the world to join me right now, it's an honor and a privilege. Like the video and let me know exactly what. No, it's not only against Inter Musti. It's not. And that's going to be another point in this. Today is not really directed at Juve. I know a lot of my initial post-match reaction was, you know, they're cheating, stupid, scummy, ladry dogs. I hate them. But they are involved in this more than you think because, in my opinion, they're the sort of team that can get a really soft, bad call like that. Now, my real beef in this whole thing comes with the systematic procedure of the way the VAR is set up. It is designed to intervene when a referee has made a clear and obvious mistake. Now, it was said in a quote on, where was it? I need to find it quickly. I don't want to not find it. I could find it on my screen, but I know I can find it on my phone just a little bit quicker. So if I can just get it. Yeah. On the DAZN, I don't know how to even pronounce that network. Ex-referee and referee expert Marelli says there's contact between Dumfries and Alexandro. But Mariani clearly shows he's seen the situation and that the game should proceed. Fucking oath. It's called doing your job. This happens in Australian sport as well. We've got the sport rugby league. It's our number 1 sport. And the refs on the field are an absolute ghosting shadow of the referees I grew up watching. Men that actually had some integrity about their job and actually valued their set of balls. They would go up to a player and go, nah, you're wrong, I'm right. And even if I'm wrong, who gives a shit? I'm the referee. Bring that back, man. Bring that back. We lived with the beautiful game for a century and a half, more, whatever, with this human error that is refereeing. VAR has come in and it's fucked it to bits. It is absolutely atrocious, man. The fact that you can wait over a minute and run a foul like that back on the bare tip edge of the area, the rule that, you know, that they've even got a fingernail in the penalty area is bad enough. It's almost as bad as the offside rule. This has to stop, man. Like, this overuse of technology is not minimizing error. It's amplifying it. It's amplifying it to an unrealistic point of view. Things happen in real time, not in 0.00001 speed. That doesn't make sense. And I failed mech basis of biomechanics 2 times where I did that stupid collaboration bullshit for human movement, where you track data and statistics. I wasn't good at it. I still passed. Far out, man. There's got to be a way around this, not just in Italy, but Italy sucks donkey balls at it. And that leads me to the next thing. That's Juventus's penalty. That penalty doesn't get given against Cagliari, against Salernitana, against Sassuolo, against Samp, against Genoa, against Fiorentina. That pen does not get given. That gets given for Juventus. It's the way it's always been. It's the way it always will be. Now, did we deserve 3 points today? Probably not. Probably not. But that doesn't change the fact that we were still winning with 2 minutes to go, and this call robbed us of the 3 points. We should not have sat back. We should not have sat back in the second half. But you know what? We looked decent with the ball, and we looked like we knew how to contain a Juventus side that even when they were 1-0 down, waited very long to react. That game is a stinker from Allegri. If Inzaghi gets a 5.5 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10 for this game, Allegri gets a 4.5 out of 10 because he's supposed to be better, more experienced. Look at me. I'm Allegri here to resurrect this club again. That was a shit first half as a manager, shit second half as a manager. Chiesa and Dybala are coming on way too late. I don't get the whole idea with Chiesa not starting. A couple of the Juventini that I speak with on a personal level don't get it either. That's not my point to say. In regards to the first half, I think we muscled out Locatelli perfectly. I said it with my good friend and level-headed Juventini, Daniel Lucci, just before the game that if Brozovic and Barella can have a really good game, Inter will be on top. And that's what we were. We were on top. We should have been more aggressive in the second half. We allowed the game to get to a point where one thing can change it. And that's happened again. At the end of the day, man, Juve go down like a sack of potatoes for everything. Everything. This VAR shit needs to get solved. It's not good. It's not good. It's robbing the authenticity of the game. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't celebrated a goal in a year and a half. I know I did a fair few match reactions on this channel last year. You'll notice me when I react to a 1-goal lead. I barely flinch, man. Half of it is because I don't think we'll sustain the lead. The other half is that, oh, man, this goal is going to get called back anyway. The raw emotion and authenticity of this sport is, boom, straight out the window, in my opinion. Thank you to the 18 people that are joining me on Interworldwide right now. It has been a highly energetic 7 minutes and 45 seconds. Let me just go over to the comments and save some of my breath. That's the first part of today's video. King Darian's in the house. What is going on, brother? I'm pushing my Lazzaro drip lord over Dumfries' agenda. Oof. Dumfries, man, not a good start to his time at Inter, but such a soft penalty, such a shit penalty. The sort of fouls that make you fall out of love with the game. It's not just the fouls, but these Italian referees have got an ego up their culo all the way up to their prefrontal cortex, man, and it's causing them havoc in the decision-making process of their brain. Did you guys see Spalletti genuinely applaud the official at the end of the Napoli-Roma fixture, only to be given a red card because the referee thought he was taking the piss? What is this divide between officials and coaches and players that we have in Italy at the moment? I'm only 29, and I love saying that because I also love to admit that I don't know jack shit. I don't know anything. You know, I'm part of a generation that had to call his dad in the morning to ask the scores before he went to primary school because, you know, ain't nobody was streaming internet back when I was in primary school, man. I had to wait till I was 13, 14 to start watching Inter properly on a dodgy non-English stream that was 7.5 minutes behind and jumping. But now we're at this point now, and I've never seen it before, the division between the officials and the governing body and the players and the coaches and the staff. It's fucked. And there's no other way to describe it on these streams but to use that sort of language. Let's go over some comments. Musti says VAR only existed. Oh, sorry, I just saw that one. No. Am I the only one who thinks Kulusevski should have gotten a red card? How many tackles did he get away with? I actually forget. To be honest, bro, the lack of sleep, it's not allowing me to recall as much from the game. I can recall who had a decent game, and I think in the first half, a lot of our players had a decent game. I thought Bastoni got turned a couple of times, though. I remember that. I thought Hakan had a decent game in the first half. Didn't see a lot of the ball, but Barella and Brozovic pushed that right-hand side with Damian so well again. That's our favorite side big time. Damian was fantastic today. Fantastic. Dzeko did his thing, ran out of gas a little bit, but, you know, in an ideal world, you have a Correa ready to go. Disappointed to hear the Vidal news before the game as well. In regards to Kulusevski, I've actually said this. I actually rate him. I think I rate him a little higher than the Juve fans rate him. But if they need to fetch some money, he's probably the best asset value for money rise, a la Ashraf Hakimi. Look what we did. They could be doing something similar to a less magnitude. The whole season, VAR didn't step in until we won against Juventus. Why did they make? But yeah, exactly right, man. What's the point? What's the point of having the ref to make the last call? What's the point? Seriously. This is why I never get hyped for Inter versus Juve yeah, bro, Darian, my G, I made a pact to myself after this game and vocally said it. I am not sacrificing sleep for this fixture next time, bro. Whether it's in the league, whether it's in the Copa, this season, man, this fixture can wait until I wake the fuck up in the morning. And I mean that. I actually mean that. I will relish the next time this fixture comes across because that's a personal decision I've made for the next fixture. Because getting to 5:45 this morning, something my boy Bruno will understand, there was so much good football on this weekend. I actually tried to sleep, tried to lie down and close my eyes. Didn't work. Didn't work, bro. I had to watch everything that happened. I've watched every Serie-A game this week, bar one. I've watched about 4 Premier League games. Hell, man, I was watching La Liga last night. I didn't even like La Liga. One of the worst Clásicos I've ever seen in my life. That game lost its edge big time with all the talent that is void. Barca look like a big pile of shit. Big up to the 17 people that are keeping my very, very weird energy going, man, at 8:15 on a Monday morning. Let me know where you're watching from. We deserve more points than Juve, says Gerald. We didn't deserve 3 points, says Bruno. Let me know which one you agree with below. I would agree with both equally. We deserve the points in the first half, and we deserve to be subject to errors and to lapses of focus when you play like that. I can tell you one thing right now, Juventus would not have scored from open play today. They would not have scored from open play. I do want to bring up, though, we scored our goal when Bernardeschi was having his whole freaking lesbian episode, man. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. That's a lack of professionalism that I know Juventus as a club won't necessarily want to tolerate. He was fart-assing around too much, bro. And I think Allegri was starting to get the shits on the sideline. In that situation, bro, you make a call as a professional. Either you're done, come out for another professional, or you stay in. You can't be fart-assing around like that in the game because, as we just saw, fart-assing around in the game like DiMarco pissing around cost you a goal. Bernardeschi today cost Juventus a goal. Matt Pickham, my guy, make sure you're checking out his articles on Inter Worldwide. The man behind the writing at Inter Worldwide, doing an absolutely splendid job. Thank you, my brother. The problem is that it's not consistent with the decisions. Exactly. That's our frustration. Contact doesn't mean penalty. Bruv, penalty means penalty to whatever ref feels like doing whatever he wants to do on the day, bro. And that's the problem. This whole open for uninterpretation bullshit, not good. Not good. I just made a video about how I hate play when we play Juve. What's your channel, man? Drop it in the comments so everybody can like and subscribe to it. Let us know what the context is about it, bro. Is it a YouTube channel or something else? Neratsuri NL. Hey, Dumfries. Big Dumfries team with extra mayonnaise. Because I know the Dutch like to put hella mayonnaise on their fries. A little bit too much. It was a bit weird when I went over there. Then they looked at me weird when I kept asking for no mayo. But the real question is, would we get the pen if we were 1-0 down in the same situation? That, my friends, is a question that no one seems to have the answer for, and we probably never will. It's all good, man. We'll get another shot at them in Turin, although my confidence is low for that one. Big up to the 16 people still joining me today for Inter Worldwide. We'll get some more content out to you this week. I'm looking to do a podcast. I have not done one of them in a long time. Today we saw 3 Inter coaches, former and present, get red cards: Spalletti, Mourinho, and Inzaghi. Pazza sempre. Chiesa will go. What is going on with that situation, bro? This guy should be the guy that they are spitting contracts to instead of Dybala to build the future around. I don't even think they've paid Fiorentina the full amount for the transfer. Chiesa rightfully agitated. I'm tired of refs making mistakes and then apologizing months after. Oh, yeah, that apology is coming, bro. That apology is coming. Can't wait for it. In 2 months. Was it a clear and obvious error? No. He barely grazed his boot. Exactly. It's a piss-poor soft decision. And if it was the other end, I know all the Juventini with half a brain would be saying the exact same thing. I'm not going to let them blow ass at me today. Yeah, there's contact. Yeah, in 2021, that might be a penalty, but that ruined the derby. That ruined the derby completely. And if the shoe was on the other foot, man, they would be absolutely livid. But big shout out to a few of them I've been communicating with before and after the game, man. It is what it is. And at the moment, I can actually say with my whole head there is a sort of unity within football fans at the moment against the trajectory of where football's going. Whether or not you believe in the Super League, whether or not you believe in it being consolidated still between UEFA and FIFA, there is a general feeling that the authenticity and the feeling for the fans is done. It's absolutely done. Here's we got a spot for you. Yeah, I love that comment, man. El Clasico, Man United, Liverpool, and then into Juventus. I can't wait to talk about that Man U Liverpool game, bro. That was that game. It had me in stitches. I was like nodding off. I was about to fall asleep before the game. That always happens. But then it woke me up quick, smart, Bruno, and it was exactly what you sort of thought would happen in every way, shape, or form. Forza Inter, Forza Faris. Good to see you here, bro. Let's move on. We have 3 more winnable fixtures. We are the champions, bro. We are the champions. Badge on the chest that shows you're the best. Every fixture is a winnable fixture. It's just that the fixtures have a fair few technological roadblocks at the moment. Today sucked. It sucked big. What else have we got? Make sure you like the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new, although I don't think there's too many new people in here at the moment. Never a pen. Yeah, this is never a pen in the Eredivisie. I would agree with that, man. I would agree with that 100%. I caught 40 minutes of the Ajax PSV game on Bet365. Zoomed in nice and close. It was an awesome game, man. I love watching Dutch football. Those Ajax fans are absolutely insane. Insane. Diego Milito, Il Principal. Come insane, disgusting. Even if it was a penalty, in my opinion, it wasn't. The use of the VAR in that instance goes against the rules. It wasn't a clear error. It was an interpretation. VAR can't intervene. VAR can't intervene. You are right. Gasperini got a red as well. Bruv, huge strike. Managerial walkout, bro. Watch, it's happening. What do you think about title chances after being behind 8 points? I think it's inevitable that Napoli drop more points, although I think they played okay this morning against Roma with whatever my eyes were catching, even if I was awake. Yeah, I don't know, man. Tune into the Serie-Var roundtable on Football Worldwide tomorrow night, Mustafa. Tune into that, and I will have a fair few people talking about all things Serie-A. Gerald says Juve are celebrating their 1 point. We are. There's levels to it. Well said, bro. I've just been quietly saying that a little bit to some people who have almost forgotten their mannerisms over the last few years. A lot of them used to set higher standards for themselves, if you know what I mean. But all well and good, man, because I will say this to end off, 1-1 is the fair result. It's a fair result for a team that was conservatively defensive in the second half that probably should have killed the game off. But, yeah. Next comment. Anyway, penalty aside, we have a major problem in fitness. We crumble after the 60 minutes every game. We've lost the fire. We've lost the fire and spirit. That much is evident. But how did you not see this coming, man? This was the biggest loss this season, bro. Like, you just saw Chelsea whack 7 goals into the net without their number 9 that they just paid 115 million euros for. Are you mad? Are you mad? That's ridiculous, bro. That FIFA Lukaku, because Dzeko, I can tell you right now, Eden Dzeko is the least of our problems. The least of our problems. He's doing a good thing at the moment, man. A good thing. So we need to sort ourselves out because we've got fixable issues here. A lot of them are mental. We are almost right back at a Spalletti level mentality, in my opinion. That game reeked of Juve versus Spalletti. Now, it will never get as bad. A game will never get as bad as that 3-2. You know which one I'm speaking about, man, the cursed one. But today I got vibes from that. And I was having vibes from that from the time we scored that first goal. There were elements of that there to it, man. Big up to the 21 people who've decided to join me. I do need to head off. Recess is over. It is over. Matt Pickham says Milan, every match seems to be luckily getting out of trouble. Milan sort of have that grinter and that rub of the luck that we had last season in a sense that their game yesterday reminded me of when we went 2-0 down to Torino and came back to win 4-2. Their luck will run out eventually, but in terms of the relative strength of the league, they can afford for their luck to run out a few times and still maintain a title challenge. And that's what it's all about at the moment. You got to get yourself enough points to get yourself into a position to realize, can I still fuck up here and there? Can we still screw up, or are we basically running on our last bits of gas? Inter need to be careful because our gas tank is under halfway full at the moment. So is Juve's. 2 games, 1 point. Not what I was expecting. Few of us did, although some would say they did. Man, we played amazing in the first half. I wouldn't say amazing, but we did play well. And yeah, some other comments coming in agreeing. Guys, that's going to be it for Inter Worldwide today. Thank you very much for the 20 people that joined me. Thank you. It wasn't easy to do this video today. I was contemplating waiting till much, much later, but I can just feel myself getting so fatigued and tired. I won't have the energy later on. So thank you very much for joining us. There'll be plenty of other content coming out this week because if I'm not mistaken, there's midweek fixtures and the games are just going to keep going and going and going. From all of us here at Inter Worldwide, Forza Inter, ciao ragazzi.